All right, let's get into this Golden Globes. Did you watch the Golden Globes, man?
Yeah, I caught a little bit of it. I was, in the group chat with our boys, Jamarco, Brandon, Hunter, drinking, enjoying my charcuterie board.
Oh, nice, nice. Hey, how's it going there, Radisha? Hey, how's it going there, man? What's up? Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. I was maybe trying to see if I could do a stream of it, but then I was like, I saw some of the material. I was like, I don't know if I want to stick
Oh, this
around.
shit's ass.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Dream Tree said, I'm looking forward to Swamp Thing by James Mangold.
Mm.
Oh, that's
Oh,
exciting.
that's right. He is doing Swamp Thing.
Oh, that's exciting. So yeah, Golden Globes 24 just happened. We've been going with some of the winners here. We're also going to go into some of our. We giving our
Mhm.
first ever Toonies. We're going to give
Oof.
it award to the award shows here. Going to be doing that, and we're going to be, of course, discussing Joe Coy there.
Oof.
In the monologue, get into all that.
Mm.
So we got some awards there. Best speech, funniest moment, best dress, best crowd reaction, best emotional moment, best presenter, best celebrity in the audience. Most excited that they won. We got all that there. So you want to go over the winners here? Let me pull up, make sure I pull up some of the winners for the actual Golden Globes. Were you surprised by anybody that won?
I feel like most of the winners, I thought they were kind of like locks for the win. Even though with a lot of the categories, I felt like if it went to anybody, then cool. It was probably like the most stacked it's been in a fairly long time, as far as like the movies that did see and the ones that were getting a lot of buzz for like these are going to be your next Oscar winners.
Yeah. So here's the list of winners right here. So we have Christopher Nolan who won for Best Director.
Mhm.
I think we guessed that.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, it was like he's multiple bats at best director. Felt like he was snubbed for The Dark Knight, and this is kind of like the awards community, just like okay, all right, now okay, you kind of stumbled with Dunkirk and Tenet, and okay, we're giving you your props now.
Yeah. Best Motion Picture Animated.
Mhm.
I think it was, yeah, it's probably between The Boy and the Heron and Across the Spider Verse. And Boy and the
Mhm.
Heron won. I think that's good. I mean, I love The Boy and the Heron. I think that's a
Yeah,
great movie.
I loved The Boy and the Heron. I rewatched it a couple days ago, and yeah, that movie's incredible.
Best Motion Picture Drama, Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer won
Mhm.
big at the Golden Globes. They had a lot of bit of awards. Same thing with Succession.
Mhm.
There, I think we figured that best drama. I
Mhm.
think was also going to win Best Picture. Is Oppenheimer as well?
Yeah, I think when we talked about it, it was a toss up between Killers of the Flower Moon and Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Best Motion Picture, musical or comedy. Poor Things won. Were you kind of
Mhm.
surprised by this? Were you thinking Barbie maybe?
I thought it was either going to be Barbie or it was going to be The Holdovers,
Mm,
because so much Twitter basically lit on fire when The Holdovers came out in theaters, and Poor Things. It was like a movie I saw right before the ceremony, and I'm so happy it won after seeing that.
yeah, and I
'Cause
love Poor Things.
that movie is fucking incredible. It is so damn funny. How it examines the very idea of being alive and all of its beauty and horror. It is outstanding.
Mhm. Best Motion Picture, non-English language film. I didn't see this. Anatomy of a
I did.
Fall.
I didn't either.
So I can't really.
Mhm.
I the only thing I've seen of here is Past Lives.
Mhm.
Of that.
Which
Uh,
I feel like they switched the category to non-English language because they got so much shit from Minari for nominating it for this category.
Best Original Score, Ludwig Göransson, who's racking up
Mm.
awards. Like he,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that score is incredible. Even because when I'm at work, I'll like cut on different movie scores, and Oppenheimer hops up a lot on that list.
And then you also had Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. You had Poor Things. You had Boy and the Heron, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Zone of Interest.
Mm.
So it was Best Original Song. I don't know what we guessed for this. I think we did guess
Mm.
it would be Barbie song.
Yeah. I mean, out of like the three nominations that are for Barbie, it was going to be one of those.
Yeah, it was stacked heavy in the category, and it was What I Was Made For by Billie. Is it Eilish or Eilish?
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
and Finneas O'Connell there. Also, you had Road to Freedom, which was Lenny Kravitz here. I don't know what song that was
I
gonna
think
be.
that was for Rustin.
Rustin. Okay, that
Mhm.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Peach is there.
Peaches from Super Mario, I'm Just
Just
Ken,
can.
Dance the Night, and Addicted to Romance, which I don't even know what that was for.
Yeah, I don't know either. Dick Dance Tonight was the other Barbie song, Dua
Mhm.
Lipa, which was a fun Dua Lipa song.
It's a bop.
Yeah, yeah. Get the girls together,
Mhm.
dance in the, nice Congo line there.
Yeah,
Just play some
you
Dance
know.
the Night away.
Mhm.
Best performed by a female actor in a limited series, anthology series, or a motion picture made for television. Ali Wong.
Woo!
Yeah, Asian Angela Bassett is here. Yeah, and this is the only show. Well, yeah, this is the only show I've seen is
Mhm.
Beef, so I can't really offer much. This is the only show that I've seen, but I love Beef. We mentioned
Mhm.
it was on my
Yeah,
favorite shows of
yeah,
2020.
Beef was one of my favorite shows I saw last year that I feel like it's difficult to bring up because of the controversy with David Cho on that show.
Yeah, but
Ugh.
yeah, I do love Beef there. Best performance by female actor in a motion picture drama. This was tough because you had so many
Mm.
great people in this category.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like best actress is always the most stacked category, no matter what. And for me, it was a toss up between Greta Lee and Lily Gladstone, but I love that she won this award. It's because she is the emotional core of that movie, and her performance, especially in that like basement scene after her entire family's gone, it was my heart just broke.
yeah. Best performance by female actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. Emma Stone, Poor Things.
Yeah, as far as like all of these performances go, I feel like Emma Stone had the most range in her performance than a lot of these other actresses did.
I
And
think then we guess
all of
Margot
these are
Robbie.
fantastic performances, and we guessed Margot Robbie, and
Yeah.
I feel like that was because Barbie was such this massive hit, both critically and financially that it was a no brainer. And this was before I saw Poor Things
Mm,
when I made those predictions.
yeah. Yeah. And she won. And yeah, she's great. That movie's really good. Like I said, Emma Stone does a
Mhm.
fantastic job. If any of these women
I
like
need to go
Reese,
punch that baby.
yeah. Emma Stone, Margot Robbie, Lily Gladys, any of those women won Greta
Mhm,
Lee, it would be like, hey, it's deserved. I mean, I think you did a
mhm.
fantastic job. In that movie. But yeah, you also have best performance by female actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. Divine Joy Randolph, The Holdover. I was rooting for Divine Joy Randolph.
Yeah, and another performance that completely broke my heart.
Yeah. You also had Danielle Brooks, who also was my other choice
Mhm.
for best supporting as well for Color Purple. Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer. Jodie Foster Nyad, Julianne Moore, May December, Rosamund Pike, Saltburn. Yeah, I would say yeah.
I thought the sleeper one would have been Rosamund Pike for Saltburn.
Yeah. Uh
She just has so many lines that are so out of pocket. I was dying whenever she was on screen.
But I am happy that Divine Joy. I think she is really
Mhm,
great in the holdovers. I do really like the holdovers a lot, and I think she is one of the big stands up there. Best performance by female actor in a supporting role for television. I haven't seen any of the. Well, I've seen Yellow Jackets, but I haven't seen the new season of Yellow
yeah,
Jackets.
I've seen Yellow Jackets, I've seen Ted
Ted Lasso.
Lasso, and I've seen, Succession, which, J. Smith Cameron was nominated for. She plays, Jerry on that show, and that probably would have been my pick, but, happy for Elizabeth Debicki for, The Crown.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Elizabeth Debicki, The
Yeah,
Mountain.
I'm not nearly Caucasian enough to give a shit about the royal family, so I didn't watch it.
Yeah, but she does look when they do the makeup. She does look a lot
Mhm,
like Princess Diana. That's pretty cool.
mhm.
Best performed by female actor in a television series, musical or con. Io Debris, our MVP of
Mm.
2023.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I think yeah, you've seen the Bear, well deserved in your opinion, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the best performances on television, and I every time I see Io Debris, I know that she is one of the funniest women working today, especially off of Bottoms, off of Theater Camp, off of her guest roles, and as far as writing goes, because she wrote a couple of my favorite episodes of television with stuff like What We Do in the Shadows,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, she wrote the preschool interview episode from last season.
Oh, nice. I know she was a writer too. Very cool.
Mhm.
Very talented. Okay, awesome. Best performance by a female actor in a television series drama. Sarah Snook. You had her picked, I think.
Oh yeah, she was my pick undisputably for Succession, not just because the awards committee, they tend to favor stuff that is in its last season, especially with actors that hadn't won before. But Sarah Snook is the turns that her character takes in the final season of Succession. It is some of the best acting I've ever seen in my entire life. Like I don't want to give it away, but with the episode of Connor's wedding, the turns her character takes, especially with how complex her relationship is with all the other characters in the show, it is beautiful stuff to watch.
Mm. Best performance by a male actor in limited series, anthology series, or motion picture made for television. Stephen Yeun.
Woo, my boy!
Stephen Yeun. Yeah, I'd say he's had the best, I think, Walking Dead post success here.
Yeah, The Walking Dead held him back.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen any of these shows. Just seen Beef as well.
Mhm.
I don't even know White House Plumbers. I didn't even know Woody Harrelson is in a.
Yeah, that was about like the people that tried to cover up Watergate.
Oh, okay, interesting. Have you seen it?
I did not know.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, Stephen Yeun. But shout out to Stephen Yeun. There and getting Beef. I think this was already a given best performance by male actor,
Mhm.
motion picture dramas, Cillian Murphy. I think he's favored to win the Oscar for best
Oh yeah.
actor. He's doing that.
I just love all the memes of Bradley Cooper in the audience just looking just completely red faced, just stone faced, trying to like hold back the tears. It's like I spent 6 years learning how to conduct for this movie, and I lose to Killian Murphy.
I was worried Marvel was going to hold him back too, but thankfully he dropped out of that. He's too good for Century. I don't know. He says he wants to kind of. I think in the speech,
No,
right?
yeah, he wants to do it. He wants to be in a Marvel movie, which
Man,
I get. It was like
them
all
checks. I
the
want them fucking
all,
checks, man.
yeah, all the interviews with Stephen Yeun, it's like this guy is a nerd. He loves comics. He loves all of this stuff. And if you had a chance as an actor, I want to do it too.
Yeah, man. I mean, I got to put a new part of my house, man. I got to get a new fucking tennis court. I need this.
I
fucking
live in
more.
Los Angeles. You know how expensive the mortgages is here.
Best performance by a male actor in motion picture, musical, or comedy. Paul Giamatti.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
this was 100% a lock
yeah,
for Paul Giamatti. As much as I love the other actors that we see in here, like I liked Wonka. I thought Chalamet did a good job in that movie. I haven't seen Dream Scenario. I liked Matt Damon in Air, and I wasn't crazy about the movie, but I loved Joaquin Phoenix and Beau is Afraid. And I haven't seen American Fiction.
yeah. So I'm seeing that soon. I'm seeing American Fiction very soon. So I hear people love it.
Mhm.
But Paul Giamatti, I've seen Wonka, I've seen The Holder, I've seen Dream Scenario, Air, Beau is Afraid. I did. Paul Giamatti is on my list of like I don't know if you put him best actor, or best supporting actor,
Mhm.
but yeah, for the holdovers, yeah, I thought he was fantastic in that movie.
Yeah, he's best actor. Dominic Sessa is the supporting player in that, which it's kind of a crime he wasn't nominated for best supporting in this award show.
Yeah, best performance by a male actor in supporting role in any motion picture. Speaking of best supporting, you have Charles Melton, May December, Mark Ruffalo,
Mhm.
Poor Things, Robert De Niro, Killers of the Flower Moon, Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer, which he won,
Mhm.
Ryan Gosling, Barbie, and William Dafoe, Poor Things. I think it's
Yeah,
between.
yeah, the rare category where I actually saw all of the movies, and yeah, Robert Downey Jr. I thought just acted the hell out of Colonel Strauss.
Yeah. I think it was for me, I thought it was either him or Mark Ruffalo. I think
Mm,
for my favorite of the year, yeah, best supporting. Robert De Niro also does a really great job, Kills of the Flower Moon.
mhm. Yeah,
Um,
it's like a nice reminder that Robert De Niro is one of our great actors whenever he is slumming it in stuff like that Dirty Grandpa or The
yeah,
War with Grandpa or the
yeah.
Fockers movies.
And everybody else also did a great job. I mean, Charles Melton made December
Mhm,
is really good in that. You also have Ryan Gosling, Barbie, he's also
mhm.
fantastic. William Defoe, Poor Things, also fantastic. I mean, this is
Yeah,
also all
like
great people.
yeah, nobody gave a shit about Ken until Ryan Gosling.
Yeah. Best performance by male actor in supporting role in television. I think you also guessed
Yeah,
Succession.
I also picked one of the Succession boys. I'm happy it was Matthew McFadden because there's an argument between him and Sarah Snook in one of the episodes leading up to the finale of Succession that is on the level of the argument seen from like Marriage Story.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch Succession. I'm gonna sit down and watch it. Best performance by male actor in a television series, musical, comedy. This is another show I have to watch.
Mhm.
Jeremy White, The Bear.
Yeah, Jeremy Allen White, the bear. It's like all the like twists and turns that his character Carby goes through in the bear, all the pressures of of working in this restaurant environment and wanting to be great, with coupled with all of his like unresolved trauma dealing with his brother's suicide and all of his family issues. It's a phenomenal performance.
Yeah. Did you want Bill Hader to win?
Uh Kind of, even though
I
as
mean,
much
he's
as
looking right at you, Nick. He said, "Come on, man, you didn't want me to win, man. Come on, man."
as much as I loved Bill Hader as the character of Barry, I felt like in this final season, almost by necessity, the character kind of took a back seat to everybody else in the show because Bill Hader was pulling like triple duty with the final season. He wrote all the episodes, he directed all the episodes, and he is the title character and the lead star in it. But even his character kind of took a backseat to everybody else.
Best performance by male actor in television series drama. Again, Succession. Kieran Culkin. I mean, this was dominated by Succession. Succession was also a big night, yeah, for
Yeah,
television.
it was a big night for Succession, and I feel like Kieran Culkin, his character had the most complex arc in the entire season because I won't give away reasons why, but Brian Cox is not as in it as much as the previous seasons. Dominic West, I hadn't seen The Crown, I hadn't seen Gary Oldman show, and I loved The Last of Us, but he wasn't competing with Kieran. I'm sorry, Pedro.
Yeah. Best performance in stand-up comedy television. Did you see any comedy specials?
I saw a couple last year. Out of these, I liked Chris Rock's Selective Outrage, but the real should be nominee and winner is John Mulaney's Baby J.
Okay. All right. But Ricky Gervais, he ended up winning Armageddon. I didn't see this one.
Yeah, that's kind of a gimme because he hosted the Golden Globes like multiple times. It was like the only time people remember liking the Globe ceremony.
Yeah. How long was that ago? Like
2019?
was that one? Okay. All right. 5 years ago. All right. Best screenplay. You have Anatomy of a Fall. I didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't comment on that. But you got some other good Poor Things, Past Lives, Oppenheimer, Kill. All these are really great.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and it's like I can't speak to I personally can't speak to the merit of Anatomy of a Fall's win until I see the movie, and I'm like looking around online seeing if it's coming on streaming anywhere or even on VOD.
Best television limited series, anthology series, or motion picture made for television. Beef. Shout out to Beef. Beef won.
Yeah, I was like trying to make it a thing on Twitter. Is like beef sweep.
Beef sweep. Wow, I think that's gonna have some different connotations. Best television series, musical or comedy? The Bear.
Oof. Yeah, and yeah, this category was stacked with Abbott, Barry, Jury Duty, Only Murders, Ted Lasso. But The Bear, it almost kind of feels insulting to call it a comedy because even though the show is very funny, it has some incredible laugh out loud moments. It is also anxiety personified.
Yeah. And the recent season was the one that had the Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah, the Christmas episode, the Feast of Seven Fishes, with the most insane guest star list I've seen on an episode of television.
Yeah. Best television series drama, Succession.
Yeah, this was a lock, especially even though I feel like the show deserves it. With it being the final season, yeah, this was going to be the winner.
And the last category, cinematic and box office achievement.
Yeah, the one that is a bullshit category, and you can look up my my little rant on it on our YouTube and our TikTok. But yeah, it's a useless category.
Yeah, but that ended up winning it. So this and with the best original song, that was the only 2 wins that Barbie got. I only had 2 wins. So the big winners were Succession and Oppenheimer were the 2 kind of big wins of the night.
Yeah, it's not surprising to me at all, and also Beef for the limited series category, which fantastic. This rare award ceremony where I dug and agreed with all the winners.
Yeah. Let's get into a little bit of negative before we get into some positive here. We're gonna be discussing Joe Coy. Did you see all the monologue?
I saw a little bit of the monologue, and I had to turn it off for my own mental health.
Okay. He does give one joke. I kind of like the Maestro joke. Did you like the Maestro joke?
What was his joke about Maestro? I feel like I missed that.
So his joke about, I'll see if I can pull it up and play it a little bit after I kind of play some of him bombing. But the joke was that Barbie, it's like in Barbie they had pieces missing there that you noticed, but it ended up being on Bradley Cooper's face on Maestro. Like I'm kind of
okay. That's funny.
Yeah, but I thought that was kind of like the way that goes there. So I'll play a little bit of it here. at the beginning. I don't play too much because I don't want to get copyright strike.
Yeah, and Rated M for Immaturity is right. It's not an award show without a healthy dose of cringe.
Yeah. So this is kind of him starting it out. Let's see here. What'd you think about it?
Okay, all right.
And bring it in the new year. I was watching Oppenheimer. I loved Oppenheimer. I just got one complaint. Needed another hour. So I felt like it needed some more backstory.
See, bro, the best part were all the faces. Like anytime he spit a joke, like that was always the best part. Everybody was like, "What the fuck?" Like, "Fuck you!" Like what? Like,
Yeah, and it's like even funnier when you because I think John Mulaney hosted one of the SAG Awards or the Hollywood Foreign Press. He was like joking about Angela Bassett. It was like she got an Oscar nomination for a Marvel movie. That's like getting a Pulitzer Prize for a Reddit comment. And RDJ is just dying at that joke.
And I do have him as well. We're gonna make a comparison to see how both did, but you just have that here. Let me go.
My New Year's resolution for 2024 is to finish Oppenheimer in 2025. Like seriously, I'm almost there. I love Oppenheimer, especially the first season.
I think that was always the best stuff. Is just like the reactions from the crowd, obviously when he was kind of
and it's like the biggest problem I have with hosts like this, with comedians like this, is like they make such a big joke about, it's like I didn't watch or finish the movies. Which, why would you take an award show gig hosting a film that is supposed to like celebrate the films and television that came out the year, and you didn't at least put a decent effort to watch any of them?
I mean, you think if you hosted, you have to like be obligated to watch all the best pictures? You think?
At least give best effort to watch all of the nominees.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna pull up another clip here of him doing. Let's see if it gets any better.
Okay. All right.
Project. And Barbie is on a plastic doll with big boobies. I watched Barbie. I loved it.
Okay, that's like a setup to a joke. And even something that I talked about with Barbie, where as it's pitched, it is a movie about a plastic doll, but it ends up being so much more of that.
Yeah, and let me see if I can freeze on Greta Gerwig's face, because again,
Barbie is on a plastic doll with big boobies.
Which they kind of they asked her about it. She gave an interview, and she did say like, well, I guess that's kind of true. I mean, he's not wrong about that. So she wasn't mad about it. They tried to, I guess,
and let's be real, Joe Coy isn't wrong about that. It just wasn't a funny joke.
Yeah. So let's see.
Watch Barbie. I loved it. I really did love it. I don't want you guys to think that I'm a creep, but it was kind of weird being attracted to a plastic doll. It's just something about your eyes, Ryan.
Again, damn, Ryan Gosling just giving him the blue steel.
Yeah, nothing. Not really giving much there. And then he also did like I don't know if that's in this other clip I'm gonna play, but he does do something with Meryl Streep when he tries to make her do the Wakanda Forever thing with that. Like that was fucking cringe. I mean, it's
also what's the basis of that joke? It's like Meryl Streep has nothing to do with Black Panther or like anything with Marvel.
Is it just because like saying like she was such a good actress, and I forgot even the setup to that joke. It was like she was such a good actress.
All right, what was this joke? Fuck, I feel like I'm already asking for pain.
And I'm gonna cut to another clip here before we officially talk about his performance overall. Let me play this one.
Yeah, and even more for M for Immaturity's point is like Black Panther didn't even come out this year.
True. Like you said, yeah, what's kind of the connection? Like, how do you connect? I forgot how he kind of like connected those dots. I think he just picked celebrities and was like, hey, you, I'm gonna make some good jokes about you here. This was also another kind of continuation of his Barbie kind of thing here. Damn, Margot Robbie, damn, she fine as hell. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, we know Margot Robbie's fine as hell. Let's move on.
When she goes from perfect beauty to bad breasts, cellulite, and flat feet. Or what casting directors call character actor.
Then you see that react like Helen Mirren, she dips her head down. Other people, they not even, like, look at the crowd.
It's like the worst decision is like cutting to the crowd. It's like, oh no.
you can zoom in on everybody's face. Like Io Debris, she's not even looking up. She eating her food.
She's on her phone right now.
She's on her phone. Dominic West is looking off to something else.
Dominic West is looking to see if Lily James is in the crowd.
Emma Stone right over here. She's looking to the side like, what the fuck? Emily Blunt right here. She's kind of like, what? Like that dude in the front though, he looks kind of jazzed. He's smiling with all his teeth. He's
that
like,
man's
yeah.
That man is high off his ass.
Selena Gomez, she praying for better jokes to come. You know, I'm sure he said Emma Stone with the stone face. Man.
It's rough. It reminded me of that scene in Joker where he tries to do stand-up comedy.
Robert De Niro's here. Yo, I got the gig 10 days ago. You want a perfect monologue? Yo, shut up.
And that's kind of, something he went on afterwards.
He's like, he is pissed off that he is bombing and is trying to give excuses for that, which any great comedian, you are going to have nights where you bomb. Take it, learn from it, move on, quit bitching about it.
He said this. So after the award show with his Barbie joke, this was his kind of reaction to it. He says, the reaction to the Barbie joke, the things that are being said is just like, man, I don't think you understand who I am as a person. You know what I mean? Because if you've ever seen me, you'll see just how much I praise and shine light on women, from my ex-wife to my mom.
Bitch, I saw Easter Sunday. No, the fuck you don't.
And then I know he did a comedy special like immediately after, like a stand-up comedy special after that. What's your? I don't really watch much of Joe Coy stand-up. Have you seen much of Joe Coy? What's your?
I saw some of his early work. It was like when he was first coming up. I think this was like almost 10 some odd years ago. And some of his bits, especially like a lot of them, were really funny. But I feel like he's kind of fallen into that folly of a lot of current stand-up comedians where he's gotten so rich and so successful playing so much of a lot of Filipino stereotypes that he has been coasting off of that for years. I was like, he has a couple like newer Netflix specials where that is the entire joke.
It's just that he's Filipino. That's it.
It's like, aren't Filipinos funny?
Yeah. I mean, what grade would you give this monologue of yours?
I can't. What's below an F?
F minus.
Yeah, F minus. F minus. F like, minus. You bring that report card home to Tita. She's kicking you out of the house.
So like I said, these are some of the face here. Like I said, Selena Gomez.
Dear God, get me out of here.
Emma Stone here. I don't know who this woman is, but she's kind of everybody was kind of just blank faced with a lot of stuff. Do you think so? Do you give him a little bit of slack if he says like, "Hey, I got this like gig 10 days ago. I try to write material." Like,
no, I do not give him any grace for like I took the gig 10 days ago. Okay, fine. Then step the fuck up. It's like you're taking this gig. This is probably the biggest eyeball, the largest amount of eyeballs you are ever going to have in your career. And you've been a stand-up comic. He's been on the grind for almost a decade. He's had a couple great specials and a couple like less successful ones on Netflix. He's in that like LA podcast comedian circuit and he's raking in a lot of money, but this is going to be the biggest high profile thing he's ever done. And now he is known as the guy who fucked up the Golden Globe monologue.
Yeah. Raymond Trey says, don't take the gig if they're only going to give you 10 days and you don't think you can do better.
Exactly. Thank you, Emperor Immaturity.
And he did kind of blame also the rise, which he kind of walked back on because you saw in the clip I played, he also mentioned like, well, some jokes I wrote, some jokes I didn't. The jokes that you're laughing at, I wrote those jokes, and all the jokes you're bombing at is jokes I didn't write. So it's not my fault.
It's like this whole thing about George Carlin said it best, is like great comedy, it comes from not punching down on people.
Yeah. And he also, I don't think he's apologized for this, but he did blame the crowd too that lives there. So
it's like it's like he was saying like they're all soft, they're all snowflakes. It's like, nah, bro, you bombed.
Yeah, it says a lot of marshmallows, man. They're delicious, but goddamn, they're soft. He said on stage at the Stifel Theater in St. Louis, Missouri. There it says, I just come from a different time. I see the changes that are happening. I get it, but goddamn, can we fucking laugh at it? Is he really trying to go from like a cancel culture type route?
Yep.
Is that why? Come on.
Yeah,
man.
he's going down the typical route for unfunny comedians when they bomb.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think everybody doing this was like because
All right.
people love Ricky
So
Gervais. So it wasn't even people in the audience. People also out of the audience went like that wasn't even funny. So you can't even say that of like it's just Ricky Gervais. People loved Ricky Gervais. People loved his
mhm.
Golden Globes when he hosted it and thought he was really funny and did it. So I
Yeah,
don't
and
think
he offended so many of the crowd except for Adam Driver, who, former grunt in the Marine Corps.
so I don't think that was that. I mean, I can't even think. I can't remember who last time hosted the Golden Globe. Who was the last host before him?
I
I can't
think
even think.
I think I think they went hostless
Oh,
last
because it
year,
was
but the last great one I remember was Tina Fey and Amy Poehler.
they were good. Sometimes they get
Mhm.
a combo duo. I think also they went with Steve Martin and uh uh
Oh, Martin Short.
yeah, Martin Short. Yeah, they did that.
Yeah, I
So
liked them when they hosted.
did they do the going or was it the Oscar that they did?
I think it might have been the Oscar. All of these kind of blend together after a while.
Yeah. Overall, like you do the cardinal sins, I think any comedian. One, you blame the audience for the joke going
Mhm.
terrible. You blame other writers for the jokes going
Yeah, it's
terrible.
just, same thing that, fighters say when they have a bad night, when they lose. It's like, I had a bad night. I'm moving on. I'm learning.
Yeah. This was kind of a great reaction. Taylor Swift. He made a joke about Taylor Swift there. And she was not amused at all. Let me play this one right here. Let me play it.
Big difference between the Golden Globes and the NFL. On the Golden Globes, we have fewer camera shots of Taylor Swift. I swear. It's just
uh,
based on this 21-page Pulitzer Prize winning book about the Manhattan Project. And Barbie is on a
yeah,
plastic.
that was the other joke I
Yeah,
played
that was
there.
the other joke.
Taylor Swift joke. How'd you feel about that one? Was that one decent?
Just wasn't funny.
Mm, just wasn't funny. Yeah, I guess that kind of goes for most of the stuff there. But like I said, I don't know. Maybe the Maestro joke was a little kind of funny. I don't know.
Yeah, I chuckled at that one.
Yeah. But overall, yeah. And let me pull up John Mulaney here, who he was at the
Mhm,
Governor's Award monologue
mhm.
here that he was at. So that he did.
Yeah, it was the Governor's Award. He was presenting the honorary Oscar to Angela Bassett.
Yeah. And I got it.
And yeah, and go ahead and play the kit, but I'll get into like why Mulaney actually works as a host for these award shows versus Joe Coy.
Okay. No, you can go ahead. Let me set
All
it
right,
up.
so a big thing with Mulaney is, he's been around not just as a comedian, but also as an actor, also has a deep love for film and television. It's like even one of his specials on Netflix, I think it was the one he shot at Radio City Music Hall, he was talking about It's a Wonderful Life, and he has a love for film and television that very few comedians have and have respect for. And he understands like the nuances. He understands like a little bit of the culture behind it. He understands a lot of the biases that these awards commissions have towards genre films. So it's like the joke about Angela Bassett getting nominated for a Marvel movie is legitimately funny. It's not just poking fun at this uh, kind of like how awards ceremonies disrespect comic book films. It's also giving praise where it's due. It's like he's not punching down at any of these jokes.
Well, let me play it.
Room as our next honoree, the incredible Miss Angela Bassett. Angela.
Angela Bassett.
Hmm.
By the way, did you think
That's it.
with her honorary Oscar, did you think that was kind of bullshit, or you think like
Eh, I mean, it was probably long overdue for her to win an Oscar, but I didn't have a problem with it.
okay?
Boys in the Hood, what's love got to do with it? Black Panther, she is the best. If I may get personal for a second here, Angela, this is extra special for me. See, growing up as a boy in the Midwest, I went to a lot of movies, but I never felt like I saw myself on the big screen until I was 12 years old and I saw a movie called Waiting to Exhale. And I said, that's me. I am Bernadine.
Great crowd reaction here.
Yeah.
Here's what a great
So-
actor
and also-
Angela
and
Bassett
also-
is. She
And
got
also just a genuinely funny bit because so much of the conversation with representation is about. It was like, kids can kind of see themselves in these like new, more diverse film casts. And this joke with John Mulaney, it's funny. It has a funny setup. It was like I felt like I never saw myself on screen, and that's kind of funny.
Am Bernadine. Here's what a great actor Angela Bassett is. She got an Oscar nomination for a Marvel movie. That's like getting a Pulitzer Prize for a Reddit comment.
And this is the reaction here from Robert Downey is dying. Like, Jesus, he's going crazy there. That was a good one. I thought that was really good there. I thought that was a good setup there to the joke. I thought good execution of the joke. I mean, Pulitzer Prize for a Reddit comment. I mean, that's kind of like bigging up Angela Bassett, her.
Yeah, it's like not talking down to Marvel movies. It's like giving big ups to her.
Yeah,
exactly. M for immaturity. It's complimenting the skill that they are giving the award for.
Yeah. So that was kind of impressive. So I thought that was kind of really good. Not to say you can't talk shit about people there or make it sound funny.
No, of course not. But it's also, time and place for it. Is like you're giving this you're setting up these awards to give praise to the achievements of film and television of the year, or in the case of Angela Bassett, of her entire career.
Yeah. And it's not like with Joe Coy, it was like a lot of like needling the audience, like, come on, laugh. I mean, you got that was funny, right? I mean, come on, man.
Like, laugh, bitch.
Yeah, it's like I mean, come on. It's like him just also kind of reiterating the joke over and over, like with Robert De Niro. Like he was like, Robert De Niro's here, and Robert De Niro, he's 80. Like, how did you get her pregnant? And then if you just kind of left it at that would have been kind of fine. But he's like, was it CGI? Was it that's how you did it? Like, how'd you stay on top of her? It's like, bro, it's over. It's done. Like, you don't have to do it anymore. But yeah, there was that. I remember there was one good crowd shot of Martin Scorsese where he's with his daughter, like there, and he's talking about Killers of the Flower Moon and talk about like how white people steal everything. And he didn't give nothing. He was just like just completely like, what the fuck? Oh man. But that was kind of a rough one there, the monologue wise. So let's get into these toonies. Let's get into that.
Oh yes, of course. We're like 3 hours into the stream, but this is what the audience has been waiting for.
Yeah, this is what they've been waiting for, man. Best speech. I have my choices. Did you have a choice for best speech?
I have a choice for best speech. It's probably Kieran Culkin for his award for best actor in a drama series. It was like that entire bit he has of letting his intrusive thoughts win, and kind of like a suck it, Pedro.
I do have that one, so let me pull it up. Let me pull up. I thought Kieran Culkin was him winning there. I thought it was a good chance there. And I thought he did a very good job of kind of bringing it up. Let me bring it up here.
Yeah, bringing up the giving credit where it's due as far as like his wife, his agents, and all that.
Can you hear it?
No, I can't hear it.
Let me see. Hold on a second. Yeah. So I thought that was really good there what they did, Kieran Culkin. And you said he is pretty great on Succession. He is
he is phenomenal on Succession, and so much of it I feel like is Roman Roy is kind of a character that is using a lot of Kieran's natural mannerisms and speech pattern.
So I got it right here. So let me bring it up here. Let me bring up this good old speech.
Sit down. Boy, sorry, burping, indigestion. Didn't need to say that. Otherwise, this is a nice moment for me.
I like the suit. I think I like that.
Dripped out.
Yeah. I forgot to mention that governor's ball. Like there was a crowd shot of Emily Blunt. Like she had all the African blood diamonds on her neck. I mean, whoa. I mean, it was like a huge necklace. Like Jesus Christ, Emily Blunt. But let's see.
I've blown it already, Jazz. You were right. You said just say thanks and leave. You were right. I was nominated for a Golden Globe like 20 years ago, and when that moment passed, I sort of remember thinking I'm never going to be back in this room again, and which was fine, whatever. But thanks to Succession, I've been in here a couple times. It's nice, but I sort of accepted I was never going to be on the stage, so this is a nice moment. Suck it, Pedro. Sorry.
But yeah.
It gets better. It's like mine.
Oh, let me see. Let me play it then. Let me play a little bit more of it.
Mine. Um,
Yeah. So I did have that moment here for me. That was like one of the funniest moments of the night for
Yeah,
me. I thought that was pretty good.
it's a funny moment for me. It felt like one of the more human moments of the night, especially with one of the awards winners, because even he mentions it in his speech. Is like I didn't think I would be up here, so it's kind of like that natural fumbling his words a little bit, like improving, trying to make it light of it.
Yeah. Did you think anybody kind of walked up there and kind of had the award, but you are like they trying to fake like, oh my god, I didn't think I would win, but
Mhm.
like bitch, you knew you were gonna win. Like, come on.
Um, to an extent, I would say maybe Christopher Nolan.
Mm. Christopher Nolan?
Maybe my memory's a little bit fuzzy on this.
Mm. So for best speech for Toonies,
Mhm,
I'm gonna give it to kind of a dual award here. I'm gonna give it to
mhm,
both Lily Gladstone and Io Debris. So this was Lily Gladstone.
mhm.
She made history with her win here.
Yeah, first Indigenous actress to win a Golden Globe, and also gave the first half of her speech all in Osage or whatever that language is.
Yeah, so she did that. I thought that was really nice.
Mhm,
Um, gorgeous also. I thought that was really
mm,
great look there as well. Yeah, you say open her first speech in part of her native language there, which was really good. I thought that was amazing. Did make history with this award win, which was very cool. And well deserving too. I thought she did amazing in Killers of the Flower
mhm.
Moon as well. I thought it was a very touching speech as well. Um, yeah, I really kind of liked it a lot. I think her speech there. What's some of your thoughts on it?
Oh, it's a fantastic speech, and when you consider the kind of journey that Lily Gladstone was going on, is like she's worked as an actress before, but Flower Moon came at a time when she wasn't getting a lot of work. She was kind of like she was registering for like a data entry course online, and then she got the Zoom invite to to audition for this movie with Martin Scorsese.
Wow. She was gonna do the whole IT route, huh? That's the backup plan.
Mhm.
Everybody's backup plan. Start to learn how to code, or maybe be a coder. Like, damn. And Io Debris. I thought Io Debris also did a fantastic job. Might
Yeah,
play a little.
her speech is great, and it ended on the funniest punchline. It was like, "I'd like to thank." Oh no! Oh, you're gonna play it. Never mind.
Oh yeah. It's like, hey, she knew it's like, hey, I know that time coming. She didn't fight it. She was like, hey,
Mhm.
I know my time is coming. Let me play a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna go to the end with the speech here. Let me do a little bit.
So very grateful for this. I'm in a room full of so many people who I admire and whose work has lifted me up. I'm an artist, and I'm very lucky to be an artist, and I know we all feel that way, and so I just really want to acknowledge that. I'm so grateful to the Hollywood Foreign Press and to my family, everybody at the Bear. That's my family. I love you guys so much. It's an honor to work with you and grow alongside you. Oh my gosh, the actors I was nominated alongside also.
Uh, yeah. I
And
like the energy, nervous energy, very, humble type energy there. And you said she does it at the very end, right
Mhm.
here?
Yeah, it's like towards the end of her speech. I think it's she drops thanking the agents and managers.
Oh, let's see.
I
And
think
then
it was
people
before. It might have been before this. It might be a couple seconds before this.
and then people for some reason when she won, people were talking about Taylor Swift, like they cut the Taylor Swift. Like, man, Taylor Swift nodded in such great agreement with Io Debris. It's like, who gives a fuck? Taylor Swift nodded in great agreement with Io Debris. But he said a little bit before.
I think like right there is good. Right there is good.
Okay.
honor to work with you and grow alongside you. Oh my gosh, the actors I was nominated alongside also, and my real family also. I love you guys too. Um,
I love you guys too, I guess.
Yeah, this just really means a lot. There's so many people who I probably forgot to thank. Oh my god, all of my agents and managers' assistants, the people who answer my email.
And by the way, we did send her agent an email. It's time for an interview. You better answer them fucking
Come on,
emails.
buddy.
Yeah, answer the fucking emails, man. But yeah, I thought this was a good speech. I thought this was really good. I thought that was really well done. Again, deserving Io Debris.
Mhm.
She's fantastic. And a lot of stuff that she does. So that's very
Yeah,
fantastic.
if nothing else for the Bear, which is a well-deserved award, just kind of carrying 2023 on her back.
Yeah. Best dress. Do you have
Hmm.
anybody in mind? I got some picks here.
Hmm. I kind of dug Andrew Scott. It was like a more of a low key look.
Let me pull up Andrew Scott real quick. Andrew Scott, he's
Like dude
from
showed up
All
in a
of Us.
what? Yeah, dude showed up in a white tux and a tank top, which I'm a fan of.
The Miami Vice look, huh? He was one of the Miami Vice. Let's see, I got it right here. Yeah, Andrew Scott. Boom. Hey, yeah.
Man showed up knowing that I'm probably not going to win, so I'm just going to show up in the drip.
Yeah. It's like with a lot of men, it's hard, like what you can
Mhm.
do wise. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
like, yeah, like usually it's just black. Like a lot of people just wear a black suit, like Jeremy Allen White or Coleman
Mhm.
Domingo. That's yeah. There's not a lot of variety there. What you can kind of do there. But I thought Barry Keoghan, I thought as far as male best dressed, I thought he did a lot of flair. Let me pull up his picture right here, but I thought he was pretty good. There. Let's see. Boom. Let me pull up his picture real quick. But yeah, what'd you think about Barry Keoghan's look there?
I'm kind of down with it. I'm kind of yeah, I'm down with it. It's like feels there's only so much you can do as a male when it comes to, formal wear, and you got to find bits of flair when you can. And he did it.
So this was him right here. And I thought, yeah, I like the red. I
Okay.
like that.
Oh, he's doing the Coriolanus Snow look.
Yeah, he's doing that. He's ready for the Hunger Games. Yeah. Like look at him. He's about to sentence teenagers to their death now.
Yeah, keep him away from like bathtubs and open graves.
And do you hear about they said that scene was improvised? You know, wow.
See, okay, so directors, it's okay to tell your actors no sometimes. That's your job.
Yeah, but I mean, he was having so much fun. I mean, would you have stopped him? I mean, he was sticking his dick in the grave. I mean, he's having so much fun doing it. Great Infantry said, anybody show up in sweatpants? I mean, if I had to bet on
I
anybody
don't
would
know.
do it, Jason Sudeikis would be the first person. He probably wouldn't give a fuck. He showed up on a hoodie on Zoom and did it
Yeah,
live.
but that was on Zoom, so it's kind of more forgivable.
The men needs to start taking notes on Elton John's book just for variety's sake. Yeah,
Mm.
something like that. Woman wise, did you have anybody who you like?
Oh, Greta Lee, hands down.
That's gonna be my pick. Yeah, good
Mm.
old Greta Lee. I thought she looked fabulous. I thought she looked fantastic. Yeah. As I say in my stained sweatshirt here on camera. Yeah, I thought she looked really. I thought this was a really great looking dress here. Really great. Really looked great. Amazing, beautiful.
Mm.
Fantastic. Yeah, Greta Lee, man, gorgeous.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
one of my picks for one of the best performances last year. One of my favorites. But I'm not mad that she came up second to Lily Gladstone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I think she did, yeah, fabulous job in that movie. Lily Gladstone, like I said, everybody's great. Best emotional moment
Hmm.
here. I have Christopher Nolan for his speech there where he mentioned Heath Ledger. What any moment particularly for the night for you, kind of?
As far as emotion wise, that was probably one of the ones that hit a lot, as because he talks about the last time he accepted with
Yeah.
how
Uh,
for taking off the film.
Thank you. Thank you, Golden Globes. The only time I've ever been on the stage before was accepting one of these on behalf of our dear friend Heath Ledger. And that was complicated and challenging for me. And in the middle of speaking, I glanced up and Robert Downey Jr. caught my eye and gave me a look of love and support, the same look he's giving me now.
yeah. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty
Mhm.
sweet moment. I thought that was pretty emotional.
Yeah, and shouting out his work wife, Killian Murphy.
Killian Murphy, yeah.
Yeah, his partner in crime for 20 years, his work wife.
Yeah. I mean, they've had a long-standing relationship, man. This was the first time he's ever been the lead of a Christopher Nolan movie, too. Is
Hey, it's only nepotism if they suck, and they clearly do not.
Yeah. Best crowd reaction moment. I have the camera cutting the Barbie, the cast of the Barbie there. And I also have the Taylor Swift reaction.
Yeah, the Taylor Swift reaction, it's like an all-time meme. I also put Pedro Pascal recreating his like laughing to crying meme.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. That's a good. That's definitely gonna be used a lot. Yeah, gift wise. Best presenter. Did you have anybody that stood out to you as a presenter?
Oh, the one that stood out to me was the trio from Across the Spider-Verse with Haley Steinfeld, Shamik Moore, and Daniel Kaluuya, especially because we're fresh coming off of the WGA strike and the SAG-AFTRA. That bit was really funny.
Yeah, usually the presenter banter thing can can kind of
It goes on too long. It kind of sucks. It's clearly people that are not as experienced reading off the teleprompter, and this leans into that, and it's really funny.
Yeah, Haley Steinfeld's very
Mm.
kind of like what's that actress? Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn, yeah.
Yeah,
Which-
very-
Reminded of the critical
lovely.
importance of writers to the creative process.
To demonstrate the importance of writers and writing, we ask that this segment be written not by writers, but by studio executives. What is up, Shamik?
Not much, Daniel. How are you, Haley?
I am relatable. I am enjoy the Golden Globes. Do you agree?
I do agree.
As do I.
I thought that was really good. I thought they played it really well.
Yeah, they played it really well, and it's a bit where it is cringy, yes, but that's the intention behind it.
Yeah. So I would go with that. Daniel Kaluuya, Haley Steinfeld, and Shamik Moore for that. Best celebrity nods. I gotta go with Jennifer Lawrence. I thought she
That was funny. It was like
Uh,
when they're reading off the best actresses in comedy. It's like if I don't win, I'm leaving.
No hard feelings.
yeah. And then you see her when they actually won, she gave a thunderous applause to who won there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, which was good. I thought, Jennifer
Mhm.
Lawrence, it seems like I don't know, was she gone for kind of a minute and now she's kind of making more
She was gone for a minute. I think the last thing she was in was that god awful movie Red Sparrow, which is just Black Widow, except their entire superpower is getting raped.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I remember that movie. Jeez, that was pretty weak
It was
there.
awful.
And then she said she went to whore school. Like, that was the best line. I went to whore school. I remember that's the only line that sticks out in my memory about that movie. Yeah. And then Rating from Maturity said short and to the point too. Yeah, it wasn't too long too. Yeah, it was only like a minute long there. She got X-Men fatigue. Yeah.
It's like it was kind of hilarious that you could see the level of care gradually decrease with Jennifer Lawrence in those X-Men movies until Dark Phoenix, where he said, "Okay, kill me off as fast as you can."
So, another award, last award of the night for Toonie. Most happy they won. And like I said, a lot of great categories, a lot of great winners here. That like Lily Gladstone, Emma Stone, they won. But a person I was really happy they won, who hopefully I get to see more of her, is Divine Joy Randolph, who won for Best Supporting Actor for.
Yeah, it was as far as being happy they won, it was she had the speech prepared, which if you're not great at public speaking, solid option to have. And it kind of made me forgive her for being in The Idol.
Oh, she well, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
she
she was
her
in
and
The
Rachel
Idol.
Sennett was the two best parts of The Idol, though.
Hey, that's you can't just wash off.
But I was happy she won. I liked her or loved her in Holdovers.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be surprised if she did win the Oscar there. I think it's between her and Danielle Brooks. That'd be kind of awesome. Would that be kind of the first time as Best Actor, Best Supporting has been won by people of color? Is that maybe that'd be the first time?
I don't think it's the first time.
Because I'm trying to remember who's won Best Actress and Best Supporting. Both have been person. I'm trying to think. Can't remember. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, happy that she won there. I loved her in The Holdover. I thought she was fantastic in that movie. Great movie, people. Check it out.
It's a fantastic movie, and I didn't get a chance to come on to review it, but it is phenomenal. It's so heartwarming. Performances are phenomenal. It's cinema.
Yeah. So that was our Toonie Awards. Dun, 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 dun.